Pule, you know, when we were speaking a little bit earlier on, it was around just the considerations of security that were being made for this year's January 8th statement. We would have actually seen, and even with the conversation with the spokesperson of the African National Congress, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, having to be admitting that indeed it is business unusual, right? There are certain security concerns that they are very well aware of. We saw earlier on just the security checkpoints that were there, and just even how much of an observation that those security personnel are making with those that are coming into the stadium. What do you see so far? And could this potentially cause a significant delay in the proceedings and allowing people to actually enter the grounds?
Well, you know, just like yesterday, what we also noticed is that when we spoke to the Deputy Minister of Security, Zizi Godrat, he also alluded to the same challenges, saying that there were issues around security, and one would think that when there's a president and a deputy president, such problems should be addressed as in a matter of urgency to ensure the protection of the ministers, the presidents, and of course other officials, but the public at large as well. But I'm just going to ask my colleague Mukhumuti just to pan on my left hand side, and you can see some of the supporters have already started coming in. While that's the case, you're also seeing stalls as well where they're selling t-shirts with ANC regalia, amongst others caps as well. These people have been camping here since yesterday in the evening, Faith. I can tell you, due to security reasons, they were told that they cannot move because once they move, they'll lose this position here as well. But some of the supporters have already started trickling in. I'm going to try and be, a bit fancy and see if we can't speak to them in here, what they're anticipating to hear in regards to the January 8th statement that will be delivered, of course, by the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa. I'll just wait for them to come to us at this very moment because we're not allowed to cross over here. But in the meantime, quite much will be expected from the statement, such as how the party will be paving its way forward and some of the objectives rather it will want to, of course, accomplish. Let me speak to this guy here. Who's coming in? I'm assuming he's an ANC supporter. What are you anticipating today? Little Stadium, Mutapelo to deliver a statement, January 8th statement. King Elebatlu Youth as Bukhata ANC.
Ronaldo Jeding at a Jerbatang would come on Tatamolo. Jerinchi at Nyago Tagabala Gujugare. Kijerin Chinta, Tigugi shower. Sama Thomas and Caswala Relevele ki dilo ja o tshwana le go delivera mebereko langwisisa kere le di pledishano le batho ba sa sebetseng langwisisa ke lo je nna ke di lebeletse nkudukudu.
No, thank you, Papa. Speak to this gentleman here, Arlo Cheng.
Hi, Clint. Get okay.
No, Arbutisa, can you about you from President to the Hali address?
No, actually, what we want to hear, the president. He needs to be coming out clean and abe firm, because there's a lot of things that are happening that some of us, we are not even quite happy about it. So he needs to make it a point that he address these critical issues. Say, Lori, they are happening, we are seeing, and moreover, we want to see progress in our country.
What are the things that you're not happy about, and why have you continued to pledge your solidarity and support behind the ruling party?
No, look, there's a lot of things that are happening that are not even, how can I put it, right, Lems. And we are worried as ANC, where we are supposed to be united and take the country forward. Look at these things that are happening in Parliament, in Joburg. Why are we doing this? We are black people. We're supposed to be united. This is the only organization that they can lean on it. There's no other organization than ANC that it can take this country forward. So that's basically that. And fully support for the president. The president, he needs to come clean. We understand he's under pressure with whatever that is happening. But we believe that the slow wheel that is coming, or what is doing, we understand that, but we're becoming impatient in some other times to say, he's not cracking the whip, Clems. He's not cracking the whip, but we want the president to crack the whip. and then we move forward.
Thank you very much. Let me also speak to this gentleman. It sounds like he has a lot to say. What do you say about the state capture inquiry report that has also been released, and there's also ANC people are implicated in it as well?
No, let me start by saying we accept and take the report as it is, but like my colleague, my friend, my comrade has indicated, I think the president needs to start acting now, being firm, because you see, once there is instability in a country, the country won't progress. So what we're saying, the banning of the parliament and other institutions of government, it just shows you there is instability and you can't move as a country. We've got a problem of COVID. You've got an economy that when COVID came, the economy was going down. So if you've got people that want to stabilize the country, so we need to act decisively on that and let the country move on, because there is a lot that the country needs from the government, and it's only the ANC that can do that.
Maybe just the last question before I throw back to my colleague in studio, Faith. Are you not worried about the issue of infighting within the party? So you remember last year's January statement was based on renewal, unity and reconstruction of the party. Are you not worried about the factions within the party?
Chief, what I can tell you is, in the party, in the ANC, you are told of discipline. People may have their preferences, but in the current status that we're in, the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, is our president. You like him or not, he's our leader within the movement and in the government, and people must just accept that. And the country needs to move. If the ANC is the leader of society, it can't be the ANC that destabilizes the country.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, such profound comments being made there by some of these people. Let me just speak to this young lady again, Faith. People just want to share their views about being here today. It's quite a big day for the ANC, as celebrating its birthday as well. Thank you very much for joining us. You look like you're ready to go and enter inside the stadium, and of course anticipating the president to address you. As a young one of South Africa as well, and as a young person, what is it that you're expecting him to address in terms of issues which you think haven't been tackled by the ruling party?
Okay, thank you.
It's fine. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you, South Africa. Hello, everyone. Give me more like a youth. Yawa 35. Young lion. Mayanga yanga. Yes, I'm here today. Kitlo kwa speech sa presidente. Na ki wisha ukareng akablela mo aka hatela mo taba ya employment. Employment ya youth, it's very low. And then whereas crime ya gona e go godimo, crime rate ya gona e go godimo. So now I wish I had to let ya implement, even if it got the internship, leadership, at least re be busy ka something, because now we are graduates, okay? We are graduates, and as to the university reduce. There's nothing I get. So yeah, I'm hoping our leadership youth league leona ke rapela modimo gore ke a rapela hore president a rena a hateleta ba gore le di structure ka moka tsa youth league ka moka ha nke di be powerful di re thushe rena we are ready, we are here lampona le nna gore ke ready. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too.
There you go, Faith. Just before I throw it back to you, just a wrap of what everybody has been saying here is that they're hoping that that statement will address some of the socio-economic issues, such as what this young lady has said there. Remember, yesterday the president spoke about some of the proposals he had received, such as from the likes of mayor and of course provincial leadership, regarding the building of a college, a mining college, which will ensure that it advocates for critical skills amongst young people, and of course a medical institution as well that will train young people in this province. But also addressing that, while the youth unemployment rate had been, it was very, very bad, those are some of the challenges that they had to address. Like the other our brother here said, that they had to also now believe that the president will address the issue of infighting and of course other challenges that are affecting the movement from moving forward and leading the party. Back to you in studio, Fred.